Hello and welcome to another edition of Fake News with me, Nicholas Santo. This is a special edition coming to you live from Washington, D.C., but as usual, wherever you are in the world, this reaches you in your local time. Before we get to the news, let me announce some live gigs back in the UK that I'll be having soon. Next Saturday, 30th of September, I'll be in Swansea, the Socialist Republic of Wales, with Speakeasy Comedy Club. Then on Sunday, 5th of November, 4:30 in the afternoon, I'll be in central London at the Museum of Comedy in the quarterfinals of Leicester Square New Comedian of the Year. And most importantly, on Saturday, 16th of December, I will be doing a secret gig with no less than Markus, Meechan, also known as Count Dankula. That will be in a secret location in central London. I'll be placing the links to all of these gigs in the description segment. Now, let's get back to the news and see what's been happening since we last met. Iran has released 5 American hostages in exchange for $6 billion. Critics said the Biden administration, by appeasing a terrorist regime, has yet again given them more incentive to continue their decades-long policy of hostage-taking. Meanwhile, at these times of economic hardship, this was a welcome ego boost for all Americans who learned that despite all their failures and difficulties, they are each worth $1.2 billion, albeit as a hostage in Iran. To allay the criticism, Biden administration has now warned all American citizens against traveling to Iran unless they have $1.2 billion on themselves. Last time Iran released American hostages was in 2016, when Obama administration secured the release of another 5 American hostages in exchange for $1.7 billion. So Republicans were quick to point out that inflation has gone out of control under Bidenomics. This was not good news for the self-esteem of one Nazanin Zaghari Ratcliffe, a British Iranian prisoner who was released by Iran last year in exchange for only $500,000. A source close to Mrs. Zaghari Ratcliffe said her self-esteem does not come from her price tag as a hostage, but it is a regrettable fact that gender pay gap is now evident even in ransom negotiations. Of course, that is a joke. As you know, gender pay gap is a myth. It has been debunked time and time over. Now, back in the UK, another year of Notting Hill Carnival mayhem and controversy. The annual event, which is supposed to highlight the Afro-Caribbean, that is the black culture in London, did not disappoint this year either. There was lots of drug dealing, vandalism, and violence. 308 arrests, 8 stabbings, more than 50 police officers were assaulted by being kicked, punched, headbutted, spat on, and urinated on from the upper floors. 1 police officer was sexually assaulted. Still better than last year's toll, when all of this happened, but also a person and a police horse died. Leftists branded, as usual, the critics of the event as racist. Meanwhile, the biggest fans of Notting Hill Carnival, actual racists. In a statement, Britannian Über Alles party said, "We agree with the left. Notting Hill Carnival is all about black culture." Now, in the US, in a bombshell interview with Tucker Carlson, a man named Larry Sinclair claimed that he had repeated cocaine-driven gay sex with Barack Obama in 1999. Earlier, a biography of Obama by David Garrow had revealed letters in which a younger Obama told his then-girlfriend that he repeatedly fantasized about sex with other men. Conservative commentators blasted mainstream media's double standards for not covering these stories. Personally, I don't see what the big deal is. I myself repeatedly fantasize about having sex with other men. I'm not attracted to other men. I'm just attracted to the possibility of having sex with someone intelligent. We are still in the US. The conservatives have a new young hero. A video of 12-year-old Jaden Rodriguez went viral as he refused to remove the Gadsden flag from his backpack in his school in Colorado. So conservatives have a new young hero. Meanwhile, the leftists have still the same heroes as before. That is, children confused about their gender identity and their attention-seeking, irresponsible parents. Now, this is called Fake News with Nicholas Santo. I challenge anybody to tell me what was fake in that bit. I'm struggling to see what was fake in that bit. Still, international news now. India successfully landed a spacecraft on the moon for the first time. Meanwhile, Pakistan successfully landed more terrorists on Afghanistan. This was not their first time. And finally, sports. Spanish Football Federation chief Luis Rubiales had to eventually resign following the backlash over his kiss on Spain's captain Jennifer Hermoso's lips. The kiss happened at the winning ceremony as Spain won the Women's World Cup for the first time. It looked like just a peck, and Hermoso seemed to be initially fine with it, but then later, angry, bitter, usually unattractive women and Anglo-Saxon media unleashed the second #MeToo movement. These women, of course, could have just asked Rubiales for an apology rather than going for his job, going for his livelihood, but we all know women are not generally very forgiving. Also, they don't have a good sense of proportion. As the Italian saying goes, le donne vanno amate, non capite. You gotta love women, but you can't understand them, which is a eloquent, elegant way of saying bitches be crazy. As usual, Italians do it best, diplomatic but poignant. And that brings us to the end of this special edition of Fake News with Nicholas De Santo from Washington, D.C. Thank you for watching. I know this is not your territory, it's not my territory. If you happen to know any good clubs or promoters in the D.C. or DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area, let me know. Maybe they can host me. I have been doing a few short clips, a few short sets. The clips will be coming up soon, so stay tuned for them. Other than that, thank you for watching. Thank you for your support as always, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.